So here's the reason that no one's talking about, which I just cannot wrap my brain around with this Epstein shit. It's not about Epstein, okay? It's about the psychopathic, fucking Zionist, satanic freakazoids that are in power. And if he's trying to bury this, does anybody realize what's going to happen in, say, 5 years, if any of us make it that long? They'll be on the corners demanding your children for public sacrifice. Okay? Because they'll be so emboldened by this, by him covering this up. I mean, they've been doing this since at least 1460. Countess Bathory was caught murdering virgins to bathe in their blood. And she was so destructive and so vicious that virgins virtually disappeared around her castle for miles. And then she had to resort to non virgin women. Oh, and of course, the royalty, well, they can't get in trouble. They make no, everything they do is just perfect. So what they do? They locked her in her room. Right. Which they didn't do that. And I'm sure she was still bathing in blood. But that's not the point. The point is why are we going to bow to pedophiles? Why? I will not be happy, okay, until I see a gigantic Pedo-Switz built, billowing black pedo smoke, growing the most luscious cabbage you have ever seen. Yes, that is a concentration joke reference, concentration camp reference for pedos, Pedo-Switz. Okay. And, you know, why should we have to work and pay taxes to people that hunt the children? I mean, in what motherfucking world does this make any bit of sense? I mean, did someone please tell me how I could be wrong about that? Because I just don't feel that I'm wrong at all. Uh, so this has got to stop. Man, it's got to stop soon. This whole cover up shit, which I still have my reservations about. I'm still hoping that it's not really a cover up, that it's just some kind of, like, he's getting pressure from Israel to cover it up. And so he's doing this so he looks like he's trying to stop it. I want that to be the case. But unfortunately, the truth is stranger than fiction most times. Every time, really. So, what we're dealing with is a pedophile protector in chief that's, you know, meeting with a kissing the cheek of a transgender freakazoid in the dedication ceremony for the Notre Dame Cathedral, which that bitch needs to be totally burned down and get salt around it now that that freakazoid was in there. Because, you know, that building was built after Mary, was built for her, right? And then that man with tits walked in there and desecrated it. And Trump was there, and I can't believe he went. I would have said, fuck you. I'm not going in there with your freakazoid wife, man wife, bridegroom. That's actually what she is. She's a bridegroom in real life. So, yeah. And then you got Michelle Obama. It's just fucking crazy. These fucking people are nuts. Fuck them. I say if they don't let up and these big banks want to hold us hostage, let's take the little banks hostage. Yeah, the little local bank branches, let's just occupy them. Bunch of fucking pissed off honkies walk in and order pizza and say, hey, fuck you. This is now our bank. What are you going to do about it? You know, and then we demand, something like $5 million in gold for every single American because, we've just been robbed, raped, and stolen from, and it's just fucking sickening. And then 1 million in gold for the illegal immigrants and a plane ticket home. Sounds like a plan to me. And then the world's reset. You know, think about what $1 million in gold. I mean, it's going to be more than that for these countries. If you send half of their population back with $1 million in gold, shit fire. Guess what happens? I mean, yeah, some people are going to go crazy, kill some people. It's what it is. It's just what it is. But it's a chance we got to take to get these fucking freakazoids off our back and level the playing fields. And also, we need to demand that every fucking plane be grounded for the next 20 years and we just get this shit out of the skies. And there's no need for any kind of cloud seeding. We have these things called mountains, okay? And in those mountains, there's something called snow. Snow melts to become water, okay? So what we do is we cut giant cisterns into the mountains themselves. And then, just like the Romans did, we build these cool ass fucking things called aqueducts that not only serve a purpose, but are just beautiful architecture and showcase your abilities as a country and as a people. It's something to be proud of. And all this can be done with absolutely no electricity because, just like the Romans, we can be smart and use our fucking brains and pump the water uphill with no power. It's called an inverted siphon. Huh. And it uses head pressure to push the water up higher than the tank. Simple. So you'll have an aqueduct filling up a tank that will have a tube coming or have a pipe coming out of it that will, go say from like 6 inches to like 2 inches. And it'll push that water way up higher than the tank down here. Isn't that cool? You see? And you can just stack those on top of each other if you just depending on how high you need to get it. We have all these things that the Romans did not have. We have giant cranes that are ran without, human power. They put this stuff called diesel fuel in them, and they lift massive loads. Isn't that cool? And then, if it's close to the ocean, like say California is, we can just go ahead and bulldoze Pelosi's house and Gavin Newsom's house and whoever them people are that steal all the water there in California, the Resnicks. We bulldoze their house. And you know what we do? We build giant evaporating ponds. Yep. And then we cover that pond with a slanted, clear, like plexiglass. And as the water evaporates, it sticks on the underside of the plexiglass, runs down into a tank, and then is distributed from there. Absolutely no water or absolutely no electricity needed. Isn't that cool? See how that works? I'm a 44-year-old dropout drug addict, recovered drug addict, recovered alcoholic, recovered all of it. And somehow I managed to come up with this. So, Harvard, fuck you. Okay, Columbia, fuck you. Fuck every college in this country because you have sadly let the people down. And we need to burn your facilities down because you're just evil freakazoids. That cool?